What's going on, movie fans? Welcome to Movie Rounders Live. I'm Matt, Tony, Bethany, and half of Daniel is in there.
Daniel's head.
That's why you don't wear green with a green screen.
My green shirt.
Yeah. So we thank you all for watching tonight. Tonight is going to be fan night. I had a bunch of people ask us if we can do fan night again, where y'all are going to put your comments over here. We're going to bring your comments in, and we're going to answer your questions live. So make sure you all throw in your comments rather quick here, so I make sure that it's actually working, because nothing sucks more than having fan night and the comments not working.
I got a question. What's the best action movie ever?
Not Die Hard. All right. So we also have sprinkled in throughout is the NFL returns tonight. So we're going to do best football movie. Now, let me tell you right off the bat, I didn't choose the movies. You all chose the movies. I went by the movies that had all of the votes. Some of them had multiple votes. So I picked those ones. So you guys were the ones who really chose what the movie bracket was going to be for this week for football. And we'll go over that. And if it's anything like last week, we are in for a treat because you all were very feisty last week. It was very good. And Bethany accused me of rigging things.
The system is rigged against me. I only speak the truth. The system is rigged.
Yeah. So y'all send in your comments. Let us know what you want us to discuss. We had some pre-comments that came in from our other posts that we had. So we're going to answer those ones first. So y'all throw your comments over here in our little comment section. This is the first one that we're going to do. This one was from Josh Gressett, who asked favorite movie directed by a female. And I'll go ahead, or we'll let Bethany go first this time. Bethany, favorite movie directed by a female. What do you got?
Is that feminism in action there, Matt? Letting the lady go first.
We'll let the lady go first.
My favorite movie, the first thing that popped in my head was Olivia Wilde's Booksmart from 2019, 2018, one of those two. It's your typical like coming of age. The teenagers are graduating high school, but it's directed by a female. The two main actresses obviously are female. And it's actually very hilarious. It's every single movie you've ever seen with guys leading the way in these coming of age graduating high school movies, but with girls, which I think it's more fun that way. We don't get to see that often. And also Billy Lord as this crazy just weirdo popping up randomly throughout the movie is like the icing on the cake for this. So I really enjoyed it. I hope they do. I hope she does like another one with it. I pretty much like anything Olivia Wilde does. She's got a really great sense of direction and the way she shoots her movies. And I think she's got a couple other stuff coming down the pipe soon. So I'm fingers crossed for all that.
All righty. I definitely enjoyed Booksmart. I liked it a whole lot. I'll go next here. Favorite movie directed by a female. I looked back and there were a lot of good ones, a lot to choose from. I'm going to go with A League of Their Own. I love A League of Their Own. Everybody in it is great. The movie's great. Baseball movie and directed by Penny Marshall, who Tony gave us little facts about when he came in here about Penny Marshall. And I'll let him talk more about her when he's up. League of Their Own is great. Tom Hanks is great. Gina Davis, Lori Petty. Like I said, love the story. I watch it over and over. It's just a really great feel-good baseball movie, and it's probably my favorite directed by a female. Tony?
I was struggling on this one because obviously I was leaning toward Patty Jenkins for Wonder Woman, but then I went back and tried to look at a bunch of other different female directors, and then Penny Marshall was the first female director to break $100 million with Big, and is credited for that. So it's hard for me to kind of go back and forth, but I still come back to Jenkins just because Wonder Woman was that good. So for me, that's what I'm going to go with.
All righty. So Tony going with Wonder Woman. We got A League of Their Own here. I almost chose The Kids Are All Right. I love The Kids Are All Right as well from Phil here. Daniel, what is your choice?
Okay, I'm going to go with Sofia Coppola and her movie, The Virgin Suicide.
Ooh, I almost said that one.
Yeah. Oh, my God. It's like one of the best movies ever. It's like an adolescent's coming of age. It deals with life and death. And kids and adolescents, and it's just wonderful. It's like one of the best movies. I remember when I saw it, it was just one of those ones that just stuck with me forever, and it was just like truly amazing. And if you haven't seen it, you got to see it. It's wonderful.
Also, Hayden Christensen is in that movie.
Yeah, there you go.
All righty. So we're getting some comments coming in. Everybody say, hey, Meredith over here.
Hey, Meredith.
Good to see you. Tim is here. We got Phil, Josh, Corey here. She couldn't tell you who directs movies. Yeah. And Josh says that Turner Classic is running a Women Make Film night every Tuesday night. So y'all check that out in December.
I agree with that. Like, I was trying to research real quick for, female directed movies, and a lot of them are movies I have never even heard of and are from like the 60s and 70s and everything like that, which is cool. But as we all know, I have a limited movie watching experience.
I was actually kind of sad there weren't a lot more options. So
yeah.
I'm surprised. I thought Tony might go with Little Women.
Yeah,
from 2019 last year. That was
how did we
definitely
forget that one?
Little Woman was right there for me. I thought about that one hard too.
How did we forget
That's
that
Greta
one?
Gerwig, right?
My mom with Point Break.
Greta Gerwig, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Point Break is a good one.
If it's got Saoirse Ronan in it, then it's Greta Gerwig, just about.
Yes, Phil Gerwig's Little Women was really good. All right, so we're gonna transition over into the football movie bracket before we get into our next question. Y'all don't forget, we've got a couple more questions that are already lined up. Once we get through those, y'all send in your questions as well so we can get to your questions tonight. But first, we're going to go into the football movie bracket. The NFL starts back tonight, which I think it's on right now or it's about to be on. So, like I said, I didn't pick these movies. I let you all choose these movies. These all had the most votes. And the rankings are done by IMDb, not by me, contrary to popular belief down there from Bethany. IMDb ranks all these movies. Whee! So our first matchup is going to be Remember the Titans against The Waterboy. So we're going to start with Tony. Tony, Remember the Titans or The Waterboy?
I wasn't a big fan of the humor in The Waterboy, so for me that's pretty easy. Remember the Titans.
All right, we got one for Remember the Titans. Y'all, don't forget, y'all vote over here. Y'all are part of this as well. So vote Remember the Titans or The Waterboy in the comments. Daniel?
Oh my God, it's got to be Waterboy. It's like the funniest movie ever. It had the whole usual cast of people that star in Adam Sandler movies, and there's some running jokes. I think Rob Schneider is one of the guys in it, and like he kept his comedy going through the thing. I was rolling over laughing. I mean, I love that movie. I just think it's so funny. And it's irreverent, but you know what? If you like to laugh, you're going to love it. I mean, I don't know. I love it.
Bethany with the shocked look. I mean, I guess she's not picking The Waterboy.
Remember the Titans. You don't get a better football movie, except for maybe like We Are Marshall. Then Remember the Titans. It's an iconic movie. I will always stop and watch it when it's on TV. So
I'm with you, Daniel. I love The Waterboy, but it's not better than Remember the Titans. So I'm definitely going to go with Remember the Titans, even though The Waterboy is great. By no means is The Waterboy bad at all. So that was 3 from the panel here, 3-1 for Remember the Titans. Now we'll go do our countdown. And Bethany loves to keep the count for us. So that's 3-2. Tough one. Go Remember the Titans. I'm going to trust Bethany. 4-2. We've got 5-2, 6-2, 7-2, 8-2. Megan coming in with the Waterboy. 8-3, 9-3, 10-3, 10-4. Looks like Josh going Remember the Titans. So that's 11-4. 11-5 with Cindy coming in the Waterboy. Titan, I think Tim already voted for Titans.
Yeah.
So, all right, it looks like it's going to be Remember the Titans with a vote of 11-4, and that's one of the highest voting that we've had in a bracket so far.
Yeah.
Very good.
It looks like Sarah's made her way here, so that's good to see Sarah. It's the only football movie I know. So,
all right, Sarah, well, you need to watch Remember
Sarah.
the Titans.
Yes. So Remember the Titans is going to move on. Corey's not happy about it, but that one's going to move on in the bracket. So we're also going to move to the next part of the bracket down there before we get into our next fan question. So that next part of the bracket was Any Given Sunday against Draft Day. Two movies that I really wouldn't put in my personal here, but they are both football movies and are both pretty good. So Any Given Sunday, Draft Day. Daniel, what's your pick?
Well, I'm just going to have to go with Draft Day just because I like Jennifer Garner.
All right. There's a reason. All right. Bethany, Draft Day or Any Given Sunday?
Draft Day, because it's the only one I've seen.
Okay. Tony?
For me, I saw them both so long ago, but the only one that stands out in my memory more is Draft Day with Kevin Costner. So.
All right. I've seen both. I actually enjoy both. They wouldn't be in my top, but I'm going to go Draft Day as well. I felt like Draft Day just hit me more emotionally. Any Given Sunday was more football related if you wanted to actually see football in your movie. But I really enjoyed Draft Day. So I'm going to go with Draft Day. So that was 3 for Draft Day. And Daniel, you picked or
Draft Day.
Who picked Any Given Sunday?
None of us.
Nobody. So all 4 of us went Draft Day. So look at that.
Yep.
All right. I was looking at the comments over here and I saw a couple of Any Given Sundays. So looks like we start with Phil here with Draft Day 5-0, Megan 6-0, Darby with Any Given Sunday. There you go. 6-1, 7-1, 8-1, 8-2, 8-3, 8-4. Tim coming in with Draft Day, so 9-4, and Josh with a hand over his head. So it's going to be 9-4 with Draft
9-4
Day.
the face palm.
Yeah. Face palm wins.
So if I bring up your left side of the bracket here, it's going to be number 1, Remember the Titans, against number 5, Draft Day. We'll get to the right side of the bracket after we take a few more of your questions. Like I said, we had a few that were posted. We're going to get to those first. But if you all have questions, wait till we get to the end and then throw them all in there so we can answer those live. Here's the next question. This one also coming from Josh. Favorite Stephen King horror adaptation? And he said you can't use It because he knew I would take the full hour to talk about why It is the
I
best.
want to go first so no one steals mine.
All right, Bethany's going to go first so that nobody steals Bethany. Bethany, what is your choice?
Dr. Sleep.
Oh,
I knew it. I knew it was going to happen. And I was like,
I got another one. Yeah.
I knew it was going to happen. So I was like, let me get this one out there before anyone takes it. Even though Carrie, the original Carrie, not the remake with Chloe Grace Moretz, the original Carrie, top tier. But I enjoyed Dr. Sleep the most, I think. That's a really, 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 really good sequel to The Shining. And if you haven't watched it, you should 100% check it out.
I was definitely going to go with Dr. Sleep, so I kept a backup just in case somebody said it. So we'll go with Tony next. Tony, favorite Stephen King horror adaptation? And it looks like
she stole mine.
Gotta be faster.
But I'm not a huge fan of a lot of his stuff. I really liked Dr. Sleep. But if I had to pick another one, I think The Green Mile. Totally different spin. Flick. So I'll go with that.
we're going to loosely let that be classified as a horror film for Tony since his movie was stolen.
Okay,
Otherwise,
Phil.
Phil, Dr. Sleep is not a bad
Sleep was amazing. That was a good movie.
Okay,
All
Phil.
Since Sarah's brought it up, I'll go next just because Sarah brought it up. It's definitely, for me, The Mist because the ending still hurts me to this day. The Mist is a really great movie on its own, but that ending is gut-punching, and I never want to experience it again. Once was enough. I'm going to go with The Mist. Daniel, what do you got?
I'm going to go with Misery as one of my favorite movies. I love the acting in that. It's just a very intimate movie with two people, and it's just so good. It's just so deliciously evil and amazing. This is like one of my favorite movies.
It was my third choice. It was
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Misery is good stuff, too. I'm going through some of these comments here. Had some for The Shining. We got the original Pet Sematary. Let's see. Oh, we've got a question here from Ryan. Ryan, we'll get to that question here. But a few Pet Cemeteries in here. So we got some Pet Cemeteries. I thought about The Shining, too. If I was able to pick one that he didn't tag horror with, it would definitely be the Shawshank Redemption because that's my favorite movie of all time. So
See, I missed the whole horror thing. I just thought favorite Stephen
So you just saw Stephen King and you're like, not it? Cool. Got it.
well, that was at first. That's what I saw, and I was like, he thinks he trapped me, but I'm definitely going to pick the Shawshank Redemption. And then I saw horror, and I was like, crap, he trapped me.
He got you. Yeah.
All right, we're going to pick up on this one here just real quick, just because it's all fresh in our minds and we just saw it. Thoughts on the Dune trailer?
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. I didn't see the original Dune, and I don't even know if it has 6 million remakes of it. I have no clue. This looks good. It looks beautifully shot. I have a love-hate relationship with Denis Villeneuve.
Is that how you say his name?
Yeah, if that's how you say it. He shoots things beautifully. The stories get a little complicated, but I do enjoy his movies, and I'll watch Timothée Chalamet in just about anything. Jason Momoa looks like he's having Jason Momoa fun in this, which is so weird to me because he had no personality in Game of Thrones, and you wouldn't know he had a personality until they actually let him have one. So now you look back at Game of Thrones and you go, that dude was wasted. So
yeah,
He had to be directed that way, though.
yeah, because
that is. I don't remember enough of the first book to remember how Khal Drogo is.
Yes,
but wasted potential there.
Yes, but so I thought it was fine. I'm actually gonna watch the movie. I'm not big into the sci-fi stuff, but it hooked me. So that's my thoughts. Tony, what'd you think?
I am like you. I never saw any of the original Dunes that came out. I've never read the books, so I'm coming.
There's a book?
When they're a book, it's all based on a book.
I think it's based off a book. I don't know.
Based on books.
I don't know anything. I'm Jon Snow tonight.
Never read them. Never seen the movies. I've seen a bunch of people talk about them. I've seen clips on YouTube, but never anything that got me interested enough to go back and watch. So I'm coming at it fresh, and the trailer to me looks amazing. They did a who's who of up and coming actors. I think they're going to be in this. So I'm excited about the cast. I'm excited about the caliber of the effects. It looks like they had a really nice budget that they're getting to do. So I'm excited.
All right, Daniel?
I love sci-fi. So
yes.
Yeah, me too. Like the whole thing with the eyes turning blue and then the whole stuff with the sandworms and all that. I am so stoked for this movie. I've seen the original and I loved it, but this version of it is just going to be like a step up a lot because the way it's shot and the update on the story and the angles are better than the original movie. The angles to me were just awful, but there was still a great movie. But this one is just going to be so good. The cameras, the everything, the special effects. Bam! I'm there. Like I'm ready.
bam.
Bam. Yeah.
It's not a worm. It's an Alaskan bullworm, Daniel.
Yes.
Alaskan bullworm. Okay.
Yes.
I'm into it. It's cool.
No, I'm excited for this. It looks really neat. Like I said, like we're pretty much Daniel, I think, is the only one that has seen the original Dune. Okay, so there's 2 Dunes at least. It's a documentary about a version movie that never got made. Okay. So I don't know anything about it. It looks neat. I will see it specifically because Zendaya is in it. I will also see it because I'm a little bit on the Timothée Chalamet like train after seeing the Little Women movie. You know, I was like, okay, I understand now. Oscar Isaac looks great in this. I was a little confused in the trailer at first. I thought they were, because the voiceover when they're talking about like his dad or whatever, I thought they were implying Oscar Isaac was Timothée Chalamet's dad, and I was like,
He is. I think he is.
I think he was supposed to be. From what what I got from the trailer.
But Oscar Isaac is Guatemalan and Cuban, and Timothée Chalamet is
It's another universe.
white bread.
Another universe.
That man is white bread. I think Rebecca Ferguson is the mom, and the mom is white bread. So I'm confused about that. I hope that's not the case. I don't like that. But other than that, no, I'm interested in it. I'm hoping, it's good. I hope that that's not the case, or there's some explaining they got to do. But no, I think it looks really dope. So
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna pull up Ryan's comment here real fast. Most underrated, overrated movie the last 10 years.
Ooh.
And I pull it up now because I think we can all answer it on the count of 3 if we all use our heads. 1, 2, 3.
Tenet.
Tenet.
Overrated.
Tenet was very overrated and
Oh
just
yeah,
no.
God
So-
bless.
Tenet.
So that might not be the answer you look for, Ryan, but we're gonna go with Tenet. Tenet was very overrated.
$1 billion wasted.
Maybe he's adopted, says Sarah.
I mean, he could be adopted, but if that's the case, I'm good. If Oscar Isaac is the dad, someone needs to hit up Mari.
All right, it's time for y'all to get ready to hit the comments again, as Darby agrees that Tenet is overrated. All right, so everybody get ready to hit the comments again because we're going to go to the right side of the bracket here for the best football movie. And our first matchup here on the right side is number 2, Rudy, against number 7, Varsity Blues. I'll go first. And
Oh dear. Oh no. Hey guys, Matt is gone, so I'm taking over the stream. We don't know what Matt's favorite movie between Varsity Blues and Rudy is, but Tony, what about you?
I'm back.
He's back.
So, it's a good thing that Tony was here. As I got ready to click on the bracket, I hit the X button. So
See ya.
I'm back here, everybody. Let me make sure everything's working. All right, so let's go back as I'm trying to find
Chris
where I was.
Nolan with Chris Nolan trying to take out Matt.
Yes. So I was bringing this up, and then I was ready to kill it and accidentally hit the X button. Never do that when you're in a live stream. I'm glad Tony was here, or it would have killed everything.
Oh, you're
So-
right. Yeah.
All right, so we have Rudy, we have Varsity Blues. I might get some flack for this, as I don't like Rudy. I don't. I just don't.
You don't like
Not.
Rudy?
It's
No.
not. If you want to talk about overhyped movie, it's an overhyped movie. It's an okay feel good movie. It is not the greatest football movie ever made. It's not. The dude gets on the field at the very end and makes a tackle, and some say he was offsides. I don't care. It's not a great movie. Varsity Blues is a great movie. I'm going Varsity Blues all day long. Bring on the hate. I'm ready for it. Bethany.
Rudy, because unlike Matt, I don't rig the system and I have taste.
Daniel.
Well, I mean, I can tell you right now, I wasn't a fan of Rudy. I thought because I just felt like it let me down, and like I wanted to be like an underdog story about like where this kid came out of nowhere and became awesome. But honestly, what is our other choice?
Varsity Blues.
Varsity Blues. I'm not into that whole teenager. I'm cool, stuff. So I'm gonna have to choose Rudy. Rudy to me is a better movie just because I get so turned off by all that, just peacocking and all this stuff. I'm not into all that. Give me Rudy all day. I can't think of the kid that's in it, but he was amazing. I'll take Rudy any day over just a bunch of teenagers showing out. That's just me.
And I know Tony ain't going with the teenagers. Tony?
Teenage angst, kind of overhyped junk. I'm a Rudy fan. So.
Me too.
All right, so that was 3-1 for Rudy. And let's go down our comments here because I can't see them. All right, Bethany, you got our counter? Oh, looks like Bethany froze on us. So, there she is. All right, so she's back. All right, so 3-1 for Rudy. We've got 4-1, Rudy. All right, hold on. I'm going through Bethany. I'm the captain now that I lost. Okay, here we go. All right, Rudy. That's 5-1. Right,
That's 5-1.
6-1. 7-1. 7-2. Even though your mom has great taste. Love you, Cindy. Josh with the. I can't believe Matt just dropped. What are we gonna do? I'm back though. Y'all, calm down. All right, Rudy. Where we at? 8-2. Varsity Blues from Darby. So 8-3. Phil with Varsity Blues. 8-4. The suspense. Yes, Josh, I'll do that in a second. Still looking. Tony's gone full disappointment dad mode.
9.
Rudy big time.
10.
So that's 10-4. Varsity
10-5.
Blues, just because Matt likes it. And he's never let me down before. So it looks like that was 10-5, if I counted correctly.
Yes.
Phil, I won't read that comment.
Yeah, Sean Astin, he was great in Rudy.
And just for you, Josh, I'll do it. I don't want your life. Yes, that's James Vanderbeek from Varsity Blues. I could also do the whipped cream bikini impression if y'all want to see that too.
We'll see.
Yes.
I don't think I'm of legal age.
Rudy is the best. So Another one for Rudy there. So Rudy's definitely going to move on. I'm going to hit my buttons more carefully here so I don't.
Yeah, Matt. Or you can just let me take over the show as is destined.
So as everybody cries out, Matt, don't X out again. We'll make sure we're good. All right, so this one should be very interesting. And
hey, Matt, as soon as you disappeared, Bethany was on it. She was.
I was ready.
I bet she was ready.
I was ready. Okay. I am ready to step in at a moment's notice.
I thought she was the one that deleted you.
Yeah. All right, so we're on to our last part of the first round bracket, and it's number 3, We Are Marshall, against number 6, The Replacements. And this is how you know that I don't rig these things, because I would definitely go with The Replacements because it's my favorite football movie of all time. It's one of the best movies of all time. And I love We Are Marshall, and I feel like it's going to lose to We Are Marshall. So pick The Replacements because it's amazing. Tony.
I'm not a big fan of The Replacements. We Are Marshall. Much better story.
Bethany.
We Are Marshall because I've never seen The Replacements, and also I don't think you get much better than We Are Marshall or Remember the Titans.
And Daniel.
I'm gonna have to go with The Replacements just because I can't buy into the whole We Are Marshall thing. I'm sorry, I just I'm not into it.
All right, so that's 2-2.
Okay.
I don't know if we've ever split like that in a 2-2.
We have not split like that. It's usually all in agreement or 3-on-1.
I'm gonna bring in my mom's comment, who said I wasn't even cold yet before Bethany tried to take over the show.
The show has to go on.
Yes.
Okay, I couldn't just sit there and flounder. We didn't know what happened.
If I don't show up next week, you all know where I went. So, all right. So bring up the counter for us here, Bethany. All right. We've got 2-2. We see We Are Marshall. So 3-2, 3-3, 3-4, 3-5, 3-6, 4-6, 4-7. Maybe. Maybe see more. Okay, 4-7. 5-7, half for each. Okay, we'll keep it at 5-7 if we're gonna go half for each. 6-7, and we got agreed with Cindy. So
that's a whole vote.
6-7, and we've got Replacements now makes it 6-8.
The betrayal.
I'm seeing 6-8.
Wait, Tim.
I went into We Are Marshall, no expectation. Anthony Mac. So 7-8. So. I'm seeing 7-8.
Someone else come in and claim We Are Marshall because
Any
it's better
more
than The
votes
Replacements.
coming in? So going.
Come on. Someone comment We Are Marshall.
Gone.
Come on.
Moving on. It's The Replacements. I gave it a time limit. Nobody came in.
Votes.
The Replacements with a vote of 8-7. Very close. We thank you all for those votes. So our final 4 is going to look like Remember the Titans against Draft Day, and then Rudy against The Replacements. So we'll get into that final 4 here in a little bit as Footsteps Falco does move on here. So let's get back to here. Take that off so you can see us. And now we're going to move back into some more fan questions. And this one, I believe, came to us from Brian, who said, favorite movie spawned from a TV show or vice versa. Favorite TV show spawned from a movie. I'll go first on this just because I know nobody's going to pick it. My favorite TV show of all time is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And guess what? It came from the movie Buffy the Vampire Slayer from Joss Whedon. So this was a very easy pick for me. The movie is terrible, and the TV show is the best of all time. So my answer is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Bethany.
My favorite movie spawned from a TV show
is
literally the best movie of all time. It is Saban 2017 Power Rangers. Because I knew Matt would hate it.
Oh my God.
I have, if I don't mention that movie once a stream, like I'm legally obligated to do that. If I don't, then I die.
All righty. Daniel.
I got a little bit mixed up. I thought we were doing books. Movies.
Books.
So sorry.
Love you, Sky.
But like my favorite book movie based on a book is The Wizard of Oz.
All right, so we'll go with The Wizard of Oz for Daniel. Even
TV
though we
show
went
for
over
that.
these questions before we started, we'll give Daniel the benefit of the doubt here. Tony.
Daniel just reads the questions and decides what he's going to answer and
I
how.
read book for some reason.
All right, Tony.
I was leaning toward from Star Wars, The Mandalorian, because for me, it's a series. But the more I've thought about it, for me, it's got to be Firefly and Serenity. I go a little further back for some Josh Whedon, and I always loved the series that they had for that, and I loved the movies that came out of it too. So,
if I could change mine,
Uh-oh.
I want to say Star Trek. So
All right, so the TV shows.
any Star Trek movie to TV show, Star Trek's the bomb.
All Star Treks.
To be fair, I've never watched any of the Power Rangers TV shows, so legitimately mine is the Clone Wars. Inspired by Star Wars, obviously, but I do love the Power Rangers movie because I know how much Matt hates it.
Yes.
Ooh, Stargate. That's a tough.
Brought in Stargate here. All right, so we're getting ready. We're about to be into our last question that was submitted to us. So y'all get ready to submit a bunch of questions because we still have a long show to go, and I'm not seeing any of your questions. So start submitting those questions because this here's the last one that I have queued up. I believe this also came from Josh. A movie that you hated at first, but now you love, or vice versa. So I'll go ahead and answer this because I know none of them have probably even heard of the movie that I'm going to pick. Maybe Daniel. Daniel likes those kind of movies.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Vanilla Sky. When I first watched Vanilla Sky, I was younger.
What?
Cameron Crowe. And I was much too young when I watched Vanilla Sky. And I watched it. It's Tom Cruise, Cameron Diaz, Penelope Cruz. And it had a story that I was like, I'm too young for this. I didn't really understand what was going on. I really didn't like the movie. And I'm like, I'm never going to watch this again. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Then I got older. And I was like, all right, let me just try it again. And my mind just clicked. And I was like, this is one of the greatest movies of all time. It's now in my top 100 movies of all time with how amazing it is. And so that was the epitome of a movie that I hated that I now love. So, Tony, what do you got?
For me, it would be Cloud Atlas. When I first watched Cloud Atlas, I didn't like it. But when I went back, I really don't like it.
I really don't like it.
I don't change my mind when I watch something. I'm pretty opinionated. If I don't like it, you're dead to me. So,
all right, Phil coming in, saying Vanilla Sky is a great answer. No, my brother actually agrees with me on something. Don't get that very often. All right, Daniel.
Well, I did want to ask you if you've seen the original Vanilla Sky that Vanilla Sky is based on. It's like a Spanish version of it. And then like Tom Cruise and them got it and made an American version of it.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen the original, but I knew there was the original version. I haven't seen it. I think that's called Open Your Eyes, I believe, or something.
Yeah. The original is amazing and Vanilla Sky is amazing. Love that. But I'm going to go with like a person in all their movies because like I am a huge didn't always be Stanley Kubrick person. Like I hated Clockwork Orange the first time I saw it because I just thought it was real violent and I didn't understand it and it was just crazy and weird. But then like as I got older, I watched it originally when I was probably about like 21 years old. But then when I got to like 27 or 30, I watched it again and oh my God, it's brilliant. Like I can't even tell you like how much I love Clockwork Orange now. I love Full Metal Jacket. I love 2001: A Space Odyssey. I used to hate all those movies, but now that I'm older, I love them. And I love Stanley Kubrick.
All right. Bethany?
Yeah.
I agree with Phil's comment over there. What was the topic?
It is a movie that you loved and now hate.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Okay, so the first time I saw this movie, I thought it was the stupidest thing in the world, and I didn't like it. I didn't watch it until 2 years later, and then I fell in love with it, and I enjoy it thoroughly. I have it on DVD and Blu-ray now. I adore it, and that would be Saving Power Rangers 2017.
Oh my goodness gracious.
And I'm not lying. I went to see that movie with 3 of my guy friends, and well, they kind of went to see it with me because I had free tickets because I worked at a movie theater, and they wanted to see it, and I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. I want ice cream out of this, so I got ice cream out of it, and just thought it was horrible. Like I thought it was so bad. Like I've never seen anything Power Rangers related really, so I didn't, I don't have like a biased perspective either way on it. And I watched it, and I was just like, oh, this is horrible. And then I rewatched it last summer, and it is legitimately such a good movie that Matt is shooting himself in the foot by not enjoying it. Okay, it's so good. It is so good. It is an iconic movie of the 2010s. And if you don't like it, or if you haven't seen it, you need to just watch it. Watch it once or twice. Let it sink in. Appreciate the Krispy Kreme. Okay?
All right, I'm going to go through some of our viewers' picks here real quick, and then I'm going to go speed round right down your stuff. Bethany will be back. She had a phone call that she had to take, so she will be back. Just speed rounding it right down here. The Village from Phil.
Good one.
Heidi, Pulp Fiction and Forrest Gump. I don't know if she loved them and now hates them, or hates them and now loves them. Let's see. Run, Lola, Run. The Counselor.
Yes.
Trying to see. All right. The Schumacher Batman movies. Same with Adam West. That's not Batman, and now I find them charming, from Tim there. All right. So I tried to make it through some of the ones that you all picked. Let's go up here. We're going to speed round right on down your comments here for some of these, because you all asked a lot of questions, and I want to get to them all.
Did you see Josh's about David Lynch? I'm the same way. I adore David Lynch. But I've always been a David Lynch fan. I mean, I've loved him since the beginning, since I found him. But I'm the same way. I mean, David Lynch is a god. He's amazing.
Yeah, he definitely needed a taste for David Lynch movies. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So looking real fast, we'll try and speed round down these off the top of our head. Least favorite sports film. Do y'all have a least favorite sports film you want to just chuck up there?
All of them.
Daniel, not a sports person.
I'm just joking.
I enjoy a lot of sports film. I guess we're gonna go with I don't know if I'm gonna go with bold answers. I didn't care for the Bad News Bears.
Really?
I didn't really care for it.
The original?
The original or the remake, I didn't really care for it. When Billy Bob Thornton plays those kickback, this is a movie. It's like the Harrison Ford effect. Like, you're going to pay me just to be in this thing. I'm just going to sit here and I'm just going to do this the whole time. And I'm going to just when he plays that kind of Billy Bob Thornton, I don't really care for the movie. So I'll go with the Bad News Bears. Y'all have one?
Maybe Moneyball. Yeah, I'm not a big
you and Moneyball.
I'm not a big fan of baseball, and I found the movie kind of boring. I don't know. And then at the end, I know it was based on a true story, but I just didn't enjoy it.
Daniel, you have one, or are you just going with all of them?
Well, I mean, I like a lot of them. Like I love Hoosiers, The Natural. Just like really good movies that are just human interest stories and just really just kind of do a great job. But like for the most, I hate all those just ones that are just pandering toward teenagers because it's just dumb and it's just like, oh, look, some teenagers, oh, some jocks, oh, they play football. I'm just like, whatever. So I hate all of them mostly.
What was the Kevin Costner, if we're just talking about sports in general, where he throws the golf game at the end?
Yeah. That's good. That's the one that Elliot Street's in.
Oh, is he really?
He's in that. Yeah. The Legend of Bagger Man.
No,
I think it's Tin Cup or something like that.
No, wait.
That's a different movie than Legend of Bagger Man.
Yeah, I think it's Tin Cup or something like that.
Yeah, Tin Cup. I didn't enjoy that movie.
Favorite animated film? Corey said it right here. It's Aladdin. Aladdin is the best animated movie. Tony, Daniel, what do you got for best animated?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Define animated.
Animated. If it's animated.
Avatar.
Avatar's not animated.
It is animated.
Oh my goodness.
90% of the movie's 3D. That's animated.
Tony's trying to find loopholes.
What?
I'm gonna have to go with Toy Story just because it came out of nowhere. I mean, they just like knocked it out of the universe. I mean, that series and movie is insanely awesome. Well done. Great acting, story, everything. It's solid.
All right. Next one, favorite, I'm guessing biopic movie. The Wolf of Wall Street is definitely my favorite biopic movie. I know it's not word for word exactly who Jordan Belfort was, but it's definitely the most entertaining of them all. So Wolf of Wall Street. Tony, Daniel, you got one off the top of your head?
What's the other movie he was in that he played where it was
The Aviator.
No, not The
Catch
Aviator.
Me If You Can.
Where it chronicled Leonardo, where he was a con artist.
Catch Me If You Can.
Catch Me If You Can.
Man, I like that one. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was a great one.
Yeah.
Daniel, you got one?
And God, I'll think of something in a second. I'm sorry. I may have to jog my memory. Yeah.
All right. Worst movie you ever paid to see? That's easy. 50 Shades of Grey. 50 Shades of Grey. When my wife made me pay to see that, that's the worst movie I've ever paid to see. Y'all have one?
Tenet?
Tenet cannot be the worst movie you've ever paid to see, Tony.
What was the Sacha Cohen movie where he played?
All right.
No, the other one.
Bruno?
Bruno. That was horrible. I
I got
paid to see that. It was awful. It was like one of the worst movies ever.
I got it. Natural Born Killers. I went and saw that. It was wretched, and literally 90% of the theater got up and walked out. I stayed through it all, but hated it. So, yeah.
All right. Favorite Will Smith movie?
Hey.
Oh,
I think for me,
I
I'm Legend.
I Am Legend is your favorite Will Smith movie?
I'm just thinking off the cuff here. I enjoyed that one.
Bad Boys for Life.
I might have to go with Men in Black. I really enjoy it.
The first Men in Black.
Yeah.
What sequels are they trying to promote that no one asked for, according to Tim's comment over here? I missed
Hold on.
stuff, obviously.
I'm still at the very tippity top. These two have been slow trying to answer things. Hold on a second. I'm getting down here to more of your worst actor or actress.
Jennifer Lawrence.
She made it back in time for that one. Amy Schumer, if we're gonna count Amy Schumer. Amy Schumer. Tony Daniel.
Ryan Reynolds.
Ooh.
Oh, Daniel.
Feisty.
I hope my sister's still here, Daniel. I'll go find her comment here in a minute. Tony?
I got nothing. I don't know. I don't have a worst. I have roles. I think about the roles they've played, but not the individual actors.
Best book to film adaptation, The Shawshank Redemption.
Technically, the book came after the movie, but Revenge of the Sith's book.
I got one. The Wizard of Oz.
Ooh, yeah, there you go, Daniel.
Yeah, it worked.
I don't have anything for that.
Oh,
That was good too.
Here's Corey in the comments.
Oh, wait. I got the worst adaptation from a book.
Yeah?
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Ooh.
What a great book, and what a horrible. No one has ever done it justice in a movie.
That's a hard movie to do. Yeah, it's so good.
Not
Like,
now, and with today's effects capabilities, but man, no one ever does it well.
yeah.
all right. Movies you loved until the ending.
Ooh. Tenet?
No, I did love Tenet at the beginning.
I hated Tenet from the beginning all the way backwards through it.
What's some options here? I gotta think for a minute.
Titanic. I hated her for not letting poor Leonardo get up on that thing.
Oh, Titanic.
Titanic. There it
They
is.
both could have fit, okay? They
That's
both
what I'm
could
saying.
fit.
Or they could have taken turns or something. The boy drug her through the whole place, keeping her alive, and she's like, "Sorry." And then Forrest Gump. I was so mad at Janae for how she treated
Janae.
Forrest Gump.
Ah,
Ooh, yeah, Tim, that's a spicy one. Avengers End Game.
Mm.
you like the ending?
What? It's the Captain America thing.
Oh,
It goes completely against all of Steve's
Wow.
character development from the previous movies.
yeah.
Like it's cool that Sam is Captain America. Him going back in time and completely disrupting someone's life and being selfish is not Captain America at all.
But he loved her through his whole life.
It doesn't matter. He doesn't even do that when he has the option in the comics. He gets together with her niece.
They played that through every movie. His missing.
He started dating Sharon, or at least kiss Sharon at the end of Civil War, you would think like they just completely like iced her. Okay, like no, it like he can still love Peggy Carter, but he's also has come to the understanding, especially after like Winter Soldier, that he has to move on with his life, and he would be doing a disservice to everyone if he didn't. And then they just did that for no reason. It makes zero sense at all. Yes, Todd is correct. J-Law sucks.
Give Cap a break. He needed a break.
I want to tell you, I was let down with The Village. Like The Village, it burned me so bad.
Oh, I love the ending to The Village.
I was
so good.
I was into that. Like I was like, okay, wow, we got a monster. We can actually see it. It's gonna be.
Ooh, I would say Midsummer, but Midsummer just wasn't good all around.
The Village, I figured out the hook before it happened. I was like, yep, here we go. So.
Yeah. But that's M. Night Shyamalan for you. I mean, he's got several movies that did that to me. So,
yeah.
Best movie adaptation of a video game. Brian's got the right answer. It's Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat. My wife and I actually watched Mortal Kombat like about 3 weeks ago, and I still laughed. And I know it's not a movie you should laugh at, but it was definitely
that might have been the movie you liked until the ending, though, Matt.
Yeah. Well, until they spawned whatever that sequel was.
I still stand by the new Tomb Raider with Alicia Vikander. I still stand by that as a very good video game movie adaptation, even though it's not specifically one of the games that's come out recently. It's a great movie. What, Tony?
Oh, I stand by all the Tomb Raiders.
You know what? A good game is based on a movie is Tron.
Tron.
I love that game and I love the movie.
You're about to be Tim's best friend now.
That is literally the best answer yet. Yeah,
Tron.
Tron. He loves Tron.
Yeah, me too. All that amazing. Yeah,
we did ask her to be part of this. So.
Tony specifically asked me to be part of this.
All right, so I'll answer this one real quick, just because I know he's not going to stop asking. My brother wrote a play, and he put out a trailer for it. I had to make you guys watch the trailer, but I didn't have time. So my thoughts on the trailer: it looks like it's going to be a fun whodunit. You should have gotten your brother to film the trailer. Would have looked a lot better. So that's my thoughts on.
We getting spicy
on Witch Hunt. We'll I'll make sure the gang sees it. We'll do a full review of Witch Hunt's trailer next week.
And you should have got your brother's friend to help you with the effects.
Yes. Let's see. All right, so I don't see any more questions in here.
Daniel could have done some of the art for it, and then I am there to narrate. Because that's all I bring to this.
I know I skipped through a lot of these comments. I was just trying to find all the questions because that was a lot of questions in there. So we thank you for all those. Look at that, being a supporting wife, Megan is. So,
hey, Matt, I have a question.
You have a question?
Yeah.
What is your question?
What's your favorite Western?
Yeah.
Star Wars.
The Mandalorian.
Star Wars and then Django. Django is my favorite Western.
The Magnificent Seven remake.
Yes.
Great.
All right, so we're going to get in to our final four here. Keep those questions just for a minute. We're going to get into the final four of the best football movie bracket, and then we'll get into more of your questions because we're having a lot of fun answering those questions. I believe we were on Remember the Titans and Draft Day.
Yes.
So I actually brought that one in here because I was like, hey, that should make it, and guess what it did? So Remember the Titans, Draft Day. Tony, what you picking?
Remember the Titans.
All right. I too will go with Remember the Titans. It's the better football movie. Y'all don't forget, put your picks over here in the comments because you all are part of this as well. Remember the Titans and Draft Day. Bethany?
Remember the Titans. I almost said Draft Day. It's Remember the Titans. That's not a Freudian slip. Remember the Titans.
Daniel?
Draft Day. I'm going to have to go with Draft
Day.
Oh, look at Daniel over here going with Draft Day.
That.
Yeah.
All right, so we got 3-1. I don't know where Bethany got 4-1. I haven't even made it to a comment yet. Here she goes.
Well, Shane is the first comment, okay?
All right, so we've got Titans. We've got, I'm saying Draft Day to be that guy. Draft Day, so 4-3. Titans, 5-3. Oh, my goodness, get down here. We are the Titans, the Mighty Mighty Titans. Remember the Titans, remember the Titans. Remember the Titans, remember the Titans. And Brian's answering a question that we're going to get to here in a second. So it looks like that was an overhauling vote there for Remember the Titans. So Remember the Titans is going to move on to the final. Before we get to Shanna Banana. Shanna. Not Shanna. Shanna.
Sorry.
Sarah Ray has a good comment.
What? Who?
Sarah Ray has a good one. It got.
Does The Witcher count?
Oh, that was for video. Yeah.
Yeah.
It turned into the Netflix series, and that is a good adaptation of it. So.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Tim also has a good comment of when in doubt, agree with Bethany.
So just so I don't lose it in the comments, we'll go over this one here, and then we'll go to the second part of the bracket over there. Best apocalyptic movie, Armageddon. Armageddon.
Ooh.
Armageddon.
Oh,
I got
I got one. What was the Denzel Washington one where he was blind?
Book of Eli.
Book of Eli.
Book of Eli. That was pretty good. Nice twist. I liked it.
Daniel, Bethany.
I'll go with Book of Eli.
I'm gonna go with.
Oh wait, no, Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh,
That would be my first choice, but I'm gonna go with the one I went with is Apocalypto, the Mel Gibson adaptation of the jungle. I mean, it was really like the apocalypse to the people of that.
That
The
thing.
world literally was torn apart by these settlers, and
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
All right, so y'all keep those comments coming. We're about to go to the second part here of this Final Four, which, if memory serves, I believe was Rudy versus the Replacements.
Yes.
We're going to get Tony to create us a graphic where I can remember which one of these win. We get so far into it. So we've got Rudy. We have the Replacements. So y'all vote either Rudy or the Replacements over here in the comments. You know which one I'm picking. I'm picking the Replacements. It's no surprise. Bethany?
Rudy.
Daniel?
I'm gonna stay with the Replacements.
All right, Tony.
Rootin' tootin' Rudy.
2-2 over here. So it's 2 the Replacements, 2 for Rudy. We're about to come on down here. I didn't want to miss some of these here, so we will show some of these. We have Fury Road. I still love that so much, Nathan.
Yeah,
I still love
so
that
good.
thing with that. That's so good. Even though I hate Fury Road. That's for another discussion, but I just want to make sure that we saw all these Mad Max. A lot of people who love Mad Max over here.
Sarah's comment with Book of Eli or Snowpiercer.
Yes, Book of Eli, Snowpiercer. Zombieland is a good pick.
Yeah.
All right, so back to the actual tallying over here. We've got the Replacements. So 2-3, 2-4, 2-5, 2-6, 3-6, 3-7, 4-7, 5-7. So 5-7. I'll give it a little more.
I need 3 more people.
Where all of our other people commenters are. Josh, where did you go? I'm not seeing
3 more
Josh
people.
commenting in here. All right, so we still have, what was it, 5-7?
Yes.
All right, 5-7 going once, going twice.
Going 2.5.
It's going to be the Replacements. So our final is going to be Remember the Titans versus the Replacements. All right, and we will get there in just a moment. Y'all throw in some more questions for us because we still have time before we want to get to the finals of the best football bracket movie. As Josh did a little too late with Rudy, but Sarah says the Replacements anyway. So
yeah, it's on.
So just showing these here up here. Y'all throwing another question for us to debate real fast.
I got a question. Best action movie of all time.
The Matrix.
Ugh.
You asked, and I give you The Matrix, and you. How's The Matrix not the best action movie of all time?
Matt, I have another one.
Y'all didn't ask Daniel. Daniel, what's your best one?
What? Which one?
Best action movie of all time.
Oh my God.
Or go with Darby and say Die Hard 2.
I'm gonna go with like Raiders of the Lost Ark. To me, I like
Y'all, Carol Baskin's gonna be on Dancing with the Stars. Just thought everybody should know that, says Corey. In case you haven't seen Tiger King, that's where Carol Baskins comes from. All right. Jamie here. Favorite animal movie. I know Jamie really wants me to say Free Willy. But thinking off the top of my head, I'm going to say favorite animal movie.
animated or real life?
Oh my
It
God.
doesn't matter. It's animal.
in it, Cody.
Animal is the main character.
I'm gonna go with Air Bud. I love Air Bud.
Ooh,
So
Airbud.
Ooh, really? Over Lion King? That's interesting.
All right,
Okay.
let me just say this. You haven't lived until you've seen Old Yeller.
oh Yeller.
Movie is sad. Movie is sad is where the red fern grows.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else want to throw in their animal movie before I go to Brian here?
Black Beauty.
Black Beauty. Phil says Sin City is the best action movie of all time.
Hmm.
Let's see. Brian, sequel that surpassed the original. Empire Strikes Back is my favorite, but if I'm going to go with a sequel that just surpassed the original in every way possible, it's Terminator 2, Judgment Day. T2 always gets my pick for that because
or Aliens 2.
Oh, Aliens is better than Alien 2, so I do like Tony and I are on agreement with that. Daniel, Bethany?
That's tough. Give me a second.
We Bought a Zoo might be my new answer, actually. I picked Air Bud. I'm going with We Bought a Zoo. That might be my answer.
I thought you were going to say that.
I forgot about We Bought a Zoo. Thank you for bringing that back to me.
Sequels.
Sequel that surpassed the original.
The Winter Soldier.
Winter
Captain America, the
Soldier.
Winter Soldier.
All right.
Hey, Brainwave.
Fan cast, an actor you want to see play a character. Example, William Dafoe as Joker. Anybody y'all want to see somebody play a famous character?
I know I have someone.
Off the top of my head?
Oh. Well.
What do you got, Daniel?
That one kind of stumped us all there.
What do you got, Daniel?
This is more TV. God, what is her name? Okay, let me get it together and then I'll present it. I'm sorry.
We'll come back to that. Let us wrap that one around our brains there, Tim, for a second.
Ew.
That would be Gal Gadot playing any female character.
Favorite Tim Burton film is definitely Edward Scissorhands. For me.
Yeah.
Edward Scissorhands. Y'all have favorite Tim Burton?
No, I'd say that was
which one was that? The Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd's good. Good. Daniel? Tim Burton?
I'm sorry. Oh, Edward Scissorhands.
Oh, see. So he agreed with us. Edward Scissorhands. A lot of spirit for the animal questions. Sky, Homeward Bound. Fox and the Hound. Ooh, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Phil saying for past the original, I'm guessing. Just getting through some of these. Almost all Friday the 13th sequels are better than the first one. I agree with you, Josh. I didn't care for the first one. Those sequels are much better. Sequel to Winter Soldier, Amy Schumer playing Free Willy. What Phil would pick for an actor to play somebody.
I got my casting one.
Okay, casting, go for it.
Okay, all of y'all know The Walking Dead, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know Melissa McBride.
Yeah, I know Melissa. Yeah.
I want to see Melissa McBride and Jamie Lee Curtis to star in a movie together as sisters. I swear they have the same DNA genetics. They look alike. They would be brilliantly cast together. Some Hollywood producer or director needs to put that together. But Carol, Walking Dead, and Jamie Lee Curtis, it would be brilliant.
Or at least an Activa commercial.
Wait, yeah.
Rihanna as Poison Ivy.
I'll go. I don't want them to ever do this, and I know they won't. If they were to remake the prequels for Star Wars, I think Dacre Montgomery could do bootleg. Zac Efron could do Anakin. Bootleg. I think he could. He's got the look, but I don't want them to ever do that because I don't think that they could. And yeah.
All right, we have time for a few more questions here. If y'all want to ask us just a few more questions before we get into the final of, y'all be thinking, remember the Titans or the replacements for your winner for best football bracket. We have time for just a few more questions.
Did we do favorite sports movie earlier while I was on the phone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or there was worst sports movie. I saw that up there too.
I saw a favorite one. but I didn't know if we got to that.
I got a question. Favorite action movie with a character in it named McClane?
Live Free or Die Hard.
Favorite. Jamie's got one favorite movie played by kid actors.
Favorite movie? Oh, It.
Mighty Ducks D2.
Oh, D2 is a good pick too. That's a good pick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with E.T. on that. The kid that played Elliot was awesome.
Oh,
D2 is on Disney Plus now, just so everyone knows. So if you are wondering anything that I'm watching, it's just Mighty Ducks D2 on repeat, or Game 3 of the Dallas Stars versus the Vegas Golden Knights right now.
It's not a movie, but I would say Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Strange Things. Yeah.
Stranger Things, so good.
Mine's
All right.
movie. It's awesome. Yeah. I mean,
So, Phil said Dennis the Menace, and then quack, 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 go Ducks. I love D2, the Mighty Ducks. All right, so we're going to go in here to this final of our movie bracket where it was Remember the Titans against The Replacements. So, Remember the Titans, The Replacements, for the winner of Best Football Movie on NFL opening night. What are you going with, Bethany?
Remember the Titans.
All right, Remember the Titans. I'm going to go with The Replacements myself because it's my favorite football movie. Tony?
Remember the Titans, easy.
All right, Daniel?
remember the replacements. The replacements.
Oh, Daniel with The Replacements. All right, this is for all the marbles. Everybody, vote in your favorite. Is it The Replacements or is it Remember the Titans? Right now it's 2-2. All right, Bethany with a counter. We got
2-3.
2-4, 3-4, 4-4, 5-4. Can you all sing We Are the Titans? If you pick The Replacements, I'll sing it.
We are the
All
Titans.
right, 5-4. I missed this one. 5-5. And I already threw up Megan's, which you already counted, so 5-6. All right, so 5-6, 6-6, 7-6. Ryan with Remember the Titans, so that's 8-6. Jamie just said sing the theme. All right, it's at 8-6. Do we have any more people to vote for The Replacement?
No.
Darby, did you already pick? Oh, Darby already picked.
Replace. He did Remember the Titans.
No, Darby picked The Replacement.
Oh, because he's a
already
freaking loser.
Your pick is
Brian, I see you commenting in here. I don't see you picking a movie. Brian, which one
Brian
you
is also in an area with no cell service or very little cell service. So if he doesn't comment, that's where he is.
Sorry, we can wait for you, Brian. We'll wait all night if we have to.
Oh.
Yeah,
right,
you
so-
wouldn't let me wait for my votes earlier, and you
All
wouldn't let me wait
So going once. Oh, and she
for
froze.
my votes last
Going
week, so I don't want to hear it.
And gone. Remember the Titans wins for your best football movie here on NFL opening night. And that is our show, everybody. We've gone over the hour that we normally do. We tried to answer all of your questions. We tried to pop up all of your comments. We got a little wacky, a little fun. We had
Bethany
fun
took a phone call.
with Power Rangers over here, and I accidentally clicked out of us. So a lot of things happened here. I have strong feelings one way or the other there from Brian at the end. So Remember the Titans wins for best football movie. We tried to answer all your questions. I hope you enjoyed fan night. Let us know what you want us to do next week. We'll probably end up doing 90s night since we did 80s,
Western?
Or Westerns.
2000s. We answered Westerns. I already answered your Western questions, those stupid Western questions. So we thank you all for watching us. We hope you all
If we
had
do a Western night, we have to do a
We're going to say goodnight on
Play
J-Law for Life.
Dress up too if we do Western night. We have to dress.
Let's do it.
Yes. All right, J-Law for Life from Josh. We thank you all for watching us. We'll be back next week. Good night.